photos, please, please. I'm not answering questions at this time, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not like super famous now that I've hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. Okay, guess I won't be needing these. No, but in all seriousness, thank you guys for your support. And if this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Casey. And if you want to hang out with me every Friday, you can hit the subscribe button down below. We like to talk about fashion and lifestyle and all those fun things. So if that's something that interests you, stick around. I have tons of video ideas. Today, I thought I would talk about some trends, some clothing, fashion things that are happening right now that I think belong in the garbage instead of on our bodies. I think that was like way too mean. I can't believe I just said that. But these are just things that I personally don't like. And if you like them, please go ahead and wear them. That is like exactly what fashion is for. You're supposed to express yourself. And you know, you don't need to listen to me or anyone else to tell you what's cool and what isn't cool. If you like it, wear it. I am going to firstly discuss the clothing item that inspired this video. And as some of you may or may not know, I work at Urban Outfitters. And recently at Urban, I've been seeing a lot of horse girl merch, you could say. What I mean by that is we have a t-shirt with a horse on it, we have a dress, we have a crew neck, you name it, we probably have put a horse on it. And don't get me wrong, I love myself a good cowgirl boot. I love the whole country aesthetic. I think it can be super cute. But when we are just slapping a horse on a t-shirt and calling it fashionable, I don't know about that.
I got some horses. Okay, horse shirt.
And for a while I was like, maybe this is just Urban. And then I was walking through the mall, and in the window of this other store in the mall, the mannequin was wearing a horse t-shirt, and I was like, no. I think the other reason I really dislike this type of clothing being produced is because I like a more like subtle approach from like outfit inspiration, you know, like I can be inspired by a certain character in a TV show, but I'm not gonna like just like slap them on a t-shirt and wear it, you know what I mean? I feel like it's the same thing with this. If you really love horses and like the country lifestyle, maybe you should just wear like your cowgirl boots and get you the little hat. Okay, I decided I'm done hating on the horses on t-shirts, so we're gonna move on. The next thing that I want to talk about that is up and coming in fashion, it's something that's coming back. It's something that doesn't totally go out of style, but it has its more powerful moments, if you will, and that would be neon. I talked about in my 2022 trend prediction video how a lot of the 2010s fashion styles, along with like, I'm kind of gonna see like 80s in my brain. I feel like that makes sense, but you get the point. We're kind of seeing the transition from like the Y2K obsession area, and so what comes after that? It's the 2010s, baby. And I think every like spring and summer we kind of see the resurgence of very bright colors, but recently, the past couple years or so, I think it has something to do with COVID, but as a whole, even in the wintertime, bright colors have been super, super popular, and I love bright colors. I love anything that's fun and saturated, but I am not a huge fan of like the neons. With that being said, I definitely wouldn't be against purchasing something in a neon color palette if I really liked the piece, but for the most part, I'm talking about like the tank tops or just like tops in general, and they make them in this like bright neon color. during fashion week that just happened, we saw lots of like bright lime greens, and those kind of lean towards the more neon side of things. For me personally, I think whenever I see things that are like neon like that, it reminds me of my childhood, but not in like a cute nostalgic way, how like the Y2K trends make me feel, or like Hello Kitty in pink, like not like that. It kind of reminds me of like a bad, not so great part of my childhood when I loved neons and neons were more popular. I just see something that's neon and I'm just like, oh.
But just something about this color. Anytime I see this color, it just makes it, well, at least in my opinion, it just makes an item look kind of cheap, if that makes any sense, or kind of like low quality.
Okay, while we're on the topic of discussing things that were just on the runway, let's talk about cutouts. Designers like Christian Siriano and Saint Laurent put a lot of items down the runway this season that featured cutouts, and we see this trend living large in the I Am Gia style of clothing. And don't get me wrong, I love a good cutout. I think cutouts can be super fabulous. They can shape your body in an awesome, flattering way. But a lot of the cutouts that I have been seeing recently in clothes are stuff that is not really gonna be sustainable in my mind. Like, there is dresses with cutouts that will always be timeless and cute no matter what. And then there's stuff with cutouts that really aren't gonna last the test of time, which is why I personally won't be investing in wearing those type of cutouts this spring and summer. The next trend that I wanna talk about is bras as tops, or like bikinis as tops. Basically a crop top, but even smaller. And you see, I have nothing against this for other people, which is honestly how I feel about most of these things anyways, but this is one that I specifically don't like on myself. It is a very popular style. We see it on Bella Hadid a lot, Kendall of course. Literally everybody put teeny tiny bra tops out on the runway this year, like Coach, Fendi did it, Tom Ford, Michael Kors. I already know I'm gonna like review this video, look back on it after like summer's over or something, and I'll be like, wow, I had no idea what I was talking about because I literally wear that now. All right, the last thing I have on my list that I almost added into my 2022 trend prediction video, but I ended up not putting it in, is Twee Fashion. Once again, this is something that's more not my taste than something I really dislike fashion-wise, because I think it's really cute for other people. I'm actually gonna Google the definition of Twee Fashion. Twee Fashion is heavily influenced by the styles of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. The term twee, as defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary, means effectively or excessively dainty, delicate, cute, or quaint. Pieces like miniskirts, dresses, Peter Pan collars, bright tights, Mary Jane shoes, loafers, ballet flats, and cardigans are all the foundation of the style. So think Zooey Deschanel. It's very like hipster, vintage almost, kind of remnants of a style that you could see in 2014 or something you would see in a Wes Anderson film. All right, so that is everything that I wrote down for my personal list of trends that I am disliking at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too negative for you, and if you want to see me talk about some trends and fashion things that I do like for this upcoming spring and summer, let me know in the comments below. I will definitely make that. Maybe that will be next week's video. We'll see. As always, you know my socials are in the description. And if you want, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, all those fun YouTube things. And I will see you here next week. Bye.